49ers rallied from a 17-point halftime deficit to come back and beat the Lions 34-31 to win the NFC title game. Brock Purdy threw for a score and Christian McCaffrey ran for 2 as the Niners advanced to their 8th Super Bowl in franchise history. The Lions failed on 2 critical 4th downs in the second half while in field goal range. They were outscored by 20 after halftime. In the AFC Championship game, the Chiefs held off the Ravens 17-10. Patrick Mahomes threw an opening drive touchdown to Travis Kelce, who passed Jerry Rice for the most career postseason catches. Kansas City advances to their 4th Super Bowl in the last 5 years. Ravens rookie wideout Zay Flowers fumbled while diving for a potential touchdown on the first play of the 4th quarter. On their ensuing drive, Lamar Jackson was picked off in the end zone. Super Bowl 58 will be a rematch of Super Bowl 54, which the Chiefs won 31-20. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure that you'll get your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
And Jackson Hewitt also guarantees the accuracy of your return for life.
Hewitt!
So don't just sit there. For your biggest refund guaranteed, walk into a Jackson Hewitt today and dance out Jackson Hewitt!
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, good day, sunshine. It's a Monday, 29th day of January, 2024. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. Gene, good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
It is January 29th, 2024. I think we mentioned that, didn't we?
Well, we did, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, and going to stay that way for a couple of days. And then we get another weather change.
It's going to go from 74 to 75.
Yeah, with showers.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. Looking back in history, in 1861, Kansas became the 34th state of the Union.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
Sure. And, okay, who invented the automobile?
Who invented the automobile?
Yes.
It's not who we would think, but I have no idea.
Okay, well, you know, in the U.S., Henry Ford did. No, Henry Ford built an affordable vehicle.
Affordable vehicle, yes.
Yes. But in 1886, the first successful petrol-driven motor car was built by Carroll Benz and patented.
Okay.
So, 1886, a Mercedes, Mercedes-Benz.
All right.
At that time, it was still just a Benz.
Benz, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good Irish name, huh?
Sure. Okay. Anyway.
I thought Benz was what you got when you surfaced from deep under the ocean.
Yes.
That's what you got.
Yes. Okay. So we had a good weekend?
Yeah, it went by pretty fast, unfortunately, but how about you?
Pretty good. I don't know if it really shows, but I came down with a cold.
A cold?
A cold. My ears are congested, my nose, sinus, everything.
Well, your nose is not missing.
No.
So that's good.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go down a list there, and then you were going to tell us, I can't find my nose.
No, it's right there, but and it's easy to find because it's dripping. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How about some birthdays?
Birthdays we have.
We have our big shot birthdays, and we will celebrate them. We will also celebrate the local folks, the people that we know and love. And once again, I put my birthday, here it is. I couldn't find my birthday list. Okay, actor Catherine Ross. Remember her from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
I do.
She's 84.
Wow.
Actor Tom Selleck, 79. My mustache is better. Actor Mark Singer, 76. Actor Ann Gillian, 74. Drummer Louis Perez of Los Lobos, 71. Actor Terry Kinney, 70. Oprah Winfrey, 70. Actor Diane Delano is 67. Actor Judy Norton from The Waltons, 66. Actor Nicholas Turturro is 62. Actor Sam Trammell is 55. Actor Heather Graham, 54. Actor Sharif Atkins, 49. Actor Sarah Gilbert, 49. Actor Kelly Packard, 49. Actor Justin Hartley, 47. Actor Sam Jager is 47. Actor Andrew Keegan, 45. Actor Jason James Richter, 44. And singer Adam Lambert from American Idol fame, he's 42. Local birthdays coming up.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Lily Standiford, Aaron Alvarado, Aubrey Moreno, Catalina Flores, Frank Chavez, Diane Velasquez, Eduardo Caldwell, Angel Escalante, Franco Hernandez, Jose Delgado, Howard Kearney, Isaac Aguilera, Rudy Lopez, Jose Miguel Sanchez, Kiki Alvarado, Leonard Escalante, Martha Granados, Max Aragon, Cindy Murgia, Ruth Irving, Todd Lane, Tracy Banks, Beatriz Salazar, Francisco Cornejo, Carolyn Jaime, Adriana Alcala, and Crystal Yocopico. Happy birthday from KXO. In many happy returns. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Well, a recent report from Pew Research found that those aged 18 to 24 are most likely to rely on their parents for financial support. Well, apparently, Gene, Starbucks, tattoos, and purple-haired eye just don't pay for themselves, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay.
You wonder.
And news out of the Academy Awards. Yeah, everybody is squawking about, and it happens every year, about the exclusions, those that weren't nominated. Well, the Academy Awards has averted that exclusion crisis. Yeah, and next year, the Academy will hand out 400 participation Oscars. Yeah.
Might try that.
Nobody goes home disappointed.
You might try that.
Yes.
It might work.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Well, I'll be listening for a trial run.
Okay. Right now, why don't you be listening for news?
Okay.
We've got some World in California news headlines going to kick things off. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. President Biden vows to hit back after a drone attack killed 3 U.S. service members at a military base in Jordan, near the border with Syria. The White House National Security Council's John Kirby tells CBS Mornings,
"We are not interested in a broader conflict in the region. We're not looking for another war, but we absolutely will do what we have to do to protect ourselves."
Both Republican and Democratic senators say they're close to a deal on legislation aimed at tightening security at the southern border. CBS's Scott McFarland.
CBS News has learned negotiators have talked about giving the president new power to halt border crossings when they surpass a certain threshold.
A couple of British royals home from the hospital. King Charles waved at a crowd outside a London hospital after he was discharged following surgery for an enlarged prostate. His daughter-in-law, Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, went home today as well after she underwent abdominal surgery for an undisclosed ailment. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: Bay Area football fans celebrating another trip to the Super Bowl. Down 17 points at halftime, the San Francisco 49ers outscored Detroit 27-7 in the second half and win the NFC Championship game 34-31. Quarterback Brock Purdy getting it done in just his second year as a pro.
I've never been the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, or any of that. I feel like I've always sort of had to fight for what I get and work for what I get. But God's always given me an opportunity.
The Niners to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl February 11th in Las Vegas. A warm, wet storm system moving into Northern California later this week.
Similar impacts expected as that storm rises on area rivers again, with minor flooding potential on area streams, creeks, and urban areas, especially as the ground has become more saturated.
According to Carpenter with the Weather Service, another 22 Starlink internet satellites orbiting the Earth after a successful SpaceX rocket launch from Vandenberg Space Force Base. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Imperial Valley dentist sentenced to over 3 years in prison. Carroll Buckley has the story.
Valley dentist Javad Agalou has been sentenced to 37 months in prison for defrauding Medicare and then covering it up. His former billing manager, Melissa Rosas, 42 of Calexico, was sentenced to 3 years of probation and 1 year of home confinement for obstructing Medicare's efforts to audit Agalou. The two, along with others, conspired to commit health care fraud by billing Medicare for procedures that were not covered, not performed, or otherwise not necessary. Agalou had pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit health care fraud, and Rosas pleaded guilty to obstructing a federal audit. Agalou was also ordered to forfeit more than $1 million in property purchased with money obtained from the fraud, and to pay restitution to Medicare of nearly $8.5 million. According to court records, Agalou and others recruited Medicare beneficiaries to get dental work done at one of Agalou's 2 dental offices in Imperial County. To recruit Medicare patients, Agalou and his employees marketed their dental services as being covered by Medicare. Agalou and his employees knew this was untrue, since Medicare does not cover dental services. Agalou's dental office submitted more than 7,000 false claims, totaling over $18 million, of which Agalou's office received nearly $8.5 million. To conceal the fraud, Between April of 2017 and October of 2018, Rosas and office manager Teresa Flores submitted false documents to a federal auditor. Flores, who pleaded guilty to obstructing an audit, is scheduled to be sentenced March 8th.
KXO News Time, 7:43. Local news, a groundbreaking ceremony was held Friday for the world's first fully integrated lithium and renewable power production facility. The $1.85 billion facility is being built by Controlled Thermal Resources Holdings, Inc., or CTR, on the south end of the Salton Sea. The development is the first of 7 projects, including a clean energy geothermal power plant integrated with a lithium production facility, which is expected to produce 25,000 metric tons of a battery-grade lithium for vehicles. The first stage development is central to the CTR larger vision for the Lithium Valley campus. The vision includes the co-location of specialized battery material manufacturers outside. This would consolidate a current fragmented battery supply chain and eventually could create thousands of jobs in Imperial County. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Earl Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley, and mobile service vans. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour, 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. daily.
Well, upgrades to reduce air pollution. APCD says the project is designed to improve air quality. It is the first project under AB 617. The project includes street pavement, bike lanes, and sidewalks next to Heber Elementary School. The project cost is over $4 million. Completion is expected in about 6 months. Womanhaven hosting another workshop. It is on Imperial County resources and services. Learn the resources and services that are available in Imperial County and what the Imperial Valley LGBT Resource Center is doing to help the community. The workshop will be Wednesday, July the 31st, and the Womanhaven Thrift Store at 742 West Main Street in El Centro. The workshop begins at 10 a.m. You can contact Womanhaven for more information. And finally, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has reported an increase in the number of illegal border crossings along the southern border. According to Border Patrol figures released last week, slightly less than 250,000 arrests were recorded from May through December of 2023 along the southwest border. The majority of the illegal border crossers were Mexican nationals, but there were significant numbers of immigrants from Venezuela and also from Haiti. The tally included more than 78,800 individual family members. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has a happy hour every single day from 3 to 6 with specials on fried machaca burrito bites, RV nachos, mini tostadas, and more. Plus $2 off tall beers and shot and drink specials. Ready for a fast and inexpensive lunch? Get one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink for only $8 to $10. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says quiet weather will persist through Thursday as temperatures hover in a well above normal range. More unsettled weather will abruptly return to the Imperial and Yuma valleys late in the week, bringing much cooler temperatures and another round of widespread rains into the region. After a brief break in the active weather over the weekend, another weather disturbance should affect the area early next week. 76 the high in the valley yesterday, 48 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 77. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 51. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming southeast. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 80. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now downtown El Centro, we're looking at 50 degrees, 71% our relative humidity. Wind coming out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time, and the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And it is sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Yeah, it was the NFC and AFC championship games yesterday. And, well, in the opener, the Chiefs topped the Ravens 17-10. Chiefs move on to Super Bowl 58. And in the nightcap, the 49ers prevailed. They topped the Lions 34-17 at one point. The 49ers scored 27 straight points to beat the Lions and rally to reach the Super Bowl. Interesting little tidbit. Okay, Brock Purdy, quarterback for the Niners. There are 16 college football players that make more money than NFL starting quarterback Brock Purdy. Yeah, name, image, and likeness fees, 16. College football players make more than Brock Purdy.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, let's take a spin around NBA arenas. The Pistons beat up on the Thunder, 120-104. Yeah, Pistons won. It was the Pacers over the Grizzlies, 116-110. Hawks nipped the Raptors 126-125. Magic over the Suns 113-98. And the Bulls beat the Trailblazers 104-96. And in San Diego, Matthew Pavon made an 8-foot putt for a dramatic birdie on number 18 at Torrey Pines South. Picked up a one-stroke victory in the Farmers Insurance Open, again, that in San Diego. Let's go down under. Yannick Sinner pulled off a remarkable comeback from 2 sets down to defeat Daniil Medvedev in the Australian Open men's final yesterday. And world number 2, Aryna Sabalenka, produced a near-flawless performance to win her second straight Australian Open crown, defeating China's Zheng Qinwen 3-2 in the women's final on Sunday. And, Jim Harbaugh will be coaching the Los Angeles Chargers. Harbaugh said that he talked to some of his team's top players, including wide receiver Keenan Allen, safety Derwin James, and quarterback Justin Herbert. Said the meeting with Herbert left him feeling just a bit starstruck. Don't forget, Super Bowl 58, we've got game February 11th right here on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Russian President Vladimir Putin has taken to gloating about Russia's resistance to international sanctions and its supposed economic resilience, despite the best efforts of the U.S. and its G7 partners to choke off Moscow's oil revenues and starve it of military technology. Scoffing at Europe's economics, Putin said at a recent event, "We have growth, they have decline. They all have problems through the roof. Nothing comparable to our problems." It's true that as the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine approaches, the Russian state is earning billions from oil and diamond exports. Its military factories are working flat out, and many Russian banks can still access the international financial system. Russia has adapted to the wide range of sanctions imposed by Western nations. Far from buckling under the weight, the Russian economy is in fact 1% larger than it was on the eve of the invasion. But the longer-term outlook is far less rosy. War is distorting the economy and sucking resources into military production at an unsustainable rate. Well, a slew of economic news this week will make it much clearer if the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates in March. Well, we're all waiting to see what will happen. It's important because markets still see a roughly 50-50 chance of a March cut, according to futures, even though Fed officials have recently argued that it's too soon to begin paring back interest rates. After the markets identified a dovish pivot at the December meeting, and central bankers went to great lengths to push this back, The upcoming meeting is a great opportunity to further manage expectations, said Christian Sherman, U.S. economist at DWS Group. Taking a look at the big board, it's mixed. The Dow right now down 35 points at 38,074. The S&P 500 off 2 points at 48.89. The NASDAQ up 180, up 17 points now at 15,471. Gold up $7 an ounce and oil down 91 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 77. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 51. East wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 80. South wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at 52 degrees, 71% relative humidity. The wind is coming out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Systems, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, and you'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy. There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Dramatic new testimony this morning in a double murder case.
South Carolina Judge Gene Toll is questioning jurors who convicted Alec Murdaugh of fatally shooting his wife and his son. He's seeking a new trial, alleging jury tampering by a county clerk.
Was your verdict influenced in any way by the communications of the clerk of court in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And how was it influenced?
To me, it felt like she made it seem like he was already guilty.
The 55-year-old former lawyer admitted stealing $12 million from his law firm and his clients. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
New details on the deadly attack on a U.S. military post in Jordan that the White House says will prompt retaliation. CBS's David Martin.
A defense official says the drone, which killed 3 American service members and wounded 34 others, came in very low and very slow. At the same time, a U.S. drone was returning to the base from a surveillance mission. According to initial reports, some of the base's automatic air defense systems have been temporarily turned off in order not to shoot down the friendly drone.
Global security analyst Andrew Boreen says the response could be a significant one.
30 countries had hostages taken on October 7th, and more than 50 countries have been targeted by the Houthis in the Red Sea. That it may require, I believe, an international allied campaign as opposed to like a single act of response or retribution.
Israel's foreign minister has called on the head of the UN Refugee Agency for Palestinians to resign amid allegations that members of the group were part of the Hamas terror attack in Israel. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The European Union is now demanding an audit of the UN agency after what it called extremely serious allegations. Britain and Germany joined the U.S. in halting funding to the group, as did other U.S. allies. Several UN staff members have been fired over the Israeli allegations, and Israel has vowed to stop the agency's work in Gaza after the war.
Prospects for a border deal in Congress are still up in the air. CBS's Naomi Ruckham is in Washington.
3 sources
Sources familiar with the talks tell CBS News the bill would give the Biden administration the authority to pause asylum processing during spikes in migrant crossings. A deal could also expand expedited removals, shorten the time for immigration officials to decide asylum cases, and raise the standards for asylum interviews.
Russian skater Kamila Valieva has been disqualified from the 2022 Olympics for doping. The U.S. will get the gold for the women's team title. Wall Street Dow is down 32. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it.
And now get a Samsung Galaxy A14 included when you buy an extended Silver Unlimited plan. Find us at straighttalk.com. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com. Device offer ends 4/14/24. Online only, excludes taxes and fees.
A new move today to try to save AM radio.
Let's get a look at the east side. A lot of volume on
New Jersey Democrat Josh Gottheimer, who introduced legislation in the House to stop automakers from dropping AM in new cars, is asking the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to require vehicles that don't have AM radio to include warnings on price stickers. Bipartisan lawmakers, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, a former conservative talk radio host, say AM is a critical piece of the emergency communication network. Car makers claim Americans have plenty of other ways to receive alerts, including cell phones. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Amazon has called off its proposed acquisition of iRobot, the maker of the Roomba vacuum. Amazon blames undue and disproportionate regulatory hurdles. That deal was first announced in 2022. iRobot is laying off 31% of its staff. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This year, wouldn't it be great to stop dealing with thin, brittle, shedding hair and instead have the thick, healthy, gorgeous hair you've always wanted? Well, now you can by using Hair Volume from New Nordic. Hair Volume is the all-natural solution trusted by millions of women around the world to say goodbye to thin, brittle, shedding hair.